Greetings everybody, welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy Plays Hades. We live in a universe where we have finally done it. We have reunited the entire family, and I gotta say, I was not always sure that that would be the conclusion the game would take. I was expecting it along the way at some points, but I was always thinking that something would still go wrong. And you know, there's still a little bit of potential for things to go wrong. And on that front, we are starting this game with Demeter, and also I'm going to pick up another companion with me. Let's bring in Achilles and Patroclus, because I want to use them against Hades towards the very end there. And yeah, let's just see what we can do in here.
Ready.
We still have to get Demeter and Persephone fully maxed out, fully bonded.
Some chambers in my house off limits. Someone deserving access would not ask. You can't always go where you please.
Well, now there's no more rooms being off limits for me. And yeah, we have to forge 2 more bonds, and we have to farm more gems. Both things that should be doable over time.
What a little sprout. Young Zagreus. My grandson. I can scarce believe it still. To think that Kore, or Persephone, my daughter, she had been with foster brother Hades all this time. A match I wouldn't have expected. Or approved. That's why she left. How blasted hearts do what they want.
She takes that very well. She is taking that very well. Okay, you know what? What are we? We are taking the Frost Strike, I guess. We do have the Zagreus aspect, so it's probably the most reasonable choice in here to have an attack early on. Even though it's not my favorite choice in here. And you know what? Athena's promising looking. So, Demeter's aware, and she seems to be taking it well. That's nice.
I know where you are.
But we are still not at a place where we can apparently forge that bond deeper. But maybe we will get there in due time. Until then, we're gonna show these Skelly over here what we are made of. But still, thank you. There's still more. Still more witches. Come over, come over, come over. Thank you. I was just waiting for him to move into a position from which I can properly hit him. And as you can see, these guys are not letting up. I want to succeed in here because I don't want to see more onions. We have already established that onions are the devil. There we go.
It was my privilege to have visited your father's house, and briefly had a chance to meet you, Zagreus. Nyx and your mother each are very shrewd. Perhaps you've taken after both of them. As for your new responsibilities, exposing weak points and defenses is my specialty.
Well, in that case, I'm looking forward to working together with you, girlie. Phalanx shot should be nice. Phalanx shot should actually be very nice. And we get a free level on something in here as well. Great. So we are getting apparently some dialogue that's just all about these gods commenting on the meeting we had earlier. Which is to my liking. Which is very much to my liking. Thanks for this. Went into my attack. That suits me well. I'm looking forward to see. Oh, I absolutely should have gone for Ares. I'm absolutely looking forward to see what Ares has to say. Maybe he and Nyx had some quality time together because, you know, he was very interested in her and in meeting her. And Nyx on her part was also fairly interested in that come together. So maybe my man Ares over here got lucky. Which I would appreciate, because if he is being distracted by being lovesick over our foster mother over here, that may or may not mean that he's going to be a little bit less insistent on pestering me on my runs in the future. Oh, who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? It's probably gonna be the exact opposite. Because we made it all possible, he's gonna be even more interested in keeping on close tabs with me. Oh yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. I can see. I can already tell. Now, Twin Shot. I think Twin Shot is going to be the best choice in here because we do want our enemies to be frozen up as fast as possible. And it's also a nice chunk of free damage. So with that, we attack once. 2 stacks of frost effects. Great damage. And maybe, just maybe, we can even get something else later down the line to work with that. Here's Demeter again. I don't think we can give her anything now, but I sure as hell will try. And the damage is coming together nicely already.
That's what you get.
Yeah, she's not reacting in any way. We take the Ravenous Will, though. Ravenous Will is very, very nice. And there's Ares. Let's go. Let's see how Ares is receiving us today. Let's see what he is going to tell us. I'm very, very interested in that. Also, is it just me? Or is the twin shot shorter than it was before? I don't think I mind, I just noticed it.
To tell you once again, I had a splendid time during our recent shared festivities, my kin. At last, I've finally seen your death-filled realm firsthand. I learned a great deal. And I look forward to learning more from our successful collaboration.
Okay, so he's not talking about Nyx at all. Am I the only one who was allowed to find that suspicious? There's something going on there, isn't it? You take the urge to kill here for the extra damage, and would you look at that? Both Athena and Ares together. I will not say no to that.
I trusted I could count on you.
Good stuff. So we are going to remain with this arrangement of making each other angry every now and then. That's fine by me.
Choice leaves much to be desired here, my kin. My temper I shall keep in check, but only barely so.
Good stuff. Alright, now we got 2 divas. That's a strong start into the rest of the game. And we have quite a few things that we can further expand on as this run goes on. Which does get me a little bit excited. Put it there, put them out. A lot of enemies spawning in here, and there's not a lot of room to dodge out all of Ares' Wrath-induced explosion zones. There, we got hit by 1. And then the witch got us. Maybe it's my imagination, but I feel like the twin shot is actually much shorter now than it even used to be before.
A war can only last so long, my kin. This one is not worth the pursuit, I think, when we can wage a greater one together.
Sounds good to me. Sounds very good to me, and you know what? Battle Rage, also appreciated. Common rarity, don't care. Give me more Ares. There's a lot of gods right now. I will be damned. A lot of gods showing up in here today. It usually doesn't make me very happy, but I am at the same time fairly concerned about my HP, which we need to build up in order to succeed against the final boss. He is still going to be extremely measured up.
Olympus, I accept this message.
He is still going to be extremely measured up. Blood Frenzy is going to be useful. So we absolutely have to make plans for that when that comes around. Let's go for the key. Hello, hello. There you are. Easy money. Oh, there's more. Of course there's more. There's always more. Yeah, the Blood Frenzy is helping very much in taking care of these squishies. And thanks to the fact that we are actually shooting 2 arrows at a time, even though squishy armored enemies stand no chance. This is free, and I do appreciate it a great deal. Keep moving. And we do have to discipline. We have to go for the shop. Even though I would have liked to get that center out there as well. We can just buy one. And we get a bonus on it thanks to Aphrodite giving us the life affirmation. Let us go. Actually, no, it didn't work out because it wasn't a room reward. Charon.
Hope you enjoyed the feast with the Olympians, Charon. We didn't have much of a chance to chat, though it looked like you and Hermes were having a good time.
I think that was the first time... I think that was the first time I've ever seen him make a K sound in there somewhere. Interesting.
How many times have we been going at it like this, Zagreus? You tired of me yet?
Never. Never, darling.
Mortals, Meg. We'll be seeing plenty of each other for a while yet. I've come to welcome these occasions.
Then good. Lashing you across the face beats waiting for the opportunity to do so. Come.
Oh, lash me, baby girl. But I warn you, I am not that easy to be lashed. There you go. Was just waiting for her to come close so I can pull off that shot. Good stuff. Oh, I'm amazed that didn't hit me. And, ooh, you got me from behind. But we got her back. That's gonna hurt. This did not hurt as much as it should. You gave it your best. Don't you worry, there's always going to be next time, right? There's our rewards. HP slowly but steadily coming together. And yeah, right now our run is pretty simple. It's pretty basic. But it's also very, very good. Alright, we have already met Demeter. That was our prime concern in here. There's not exactly any god I truly feel like we need in here, so we could go for the money just to keep up our buying power a bit. Persephone we could also go for, but I feel like if you don't start with her, you don't really get a lot of value, and you don't want to bring in this keepsake for as well of other places just on account of how short the floor is, right? So we leave that behind as well for the moment. I think we actually go for the money here.
All set.
There's not a particular god I really feel like we absolutely need to meet. But if you do end up meeting some more of the gods in here, I would be pretty happy just because I want to see more reactions coming from them. But that will happen over time one way or another. So we are in no rush in here.
Getting warmer.
There's another centaur heart, and it is much appreciated. And we will get that bonus from Aphrodite in here as well, so that is coming together just nicely. There he is. So I'm too late. Boom. Oh man, every now and then our Zagreus spec is doing God's work in terms of crits. And I love it. Yes, I do. Easy money. Eurydice. Let me think really quick. What kind of boons do we have? We have the Blood Frenzy. Yeah, we can go to... Wait, can I
Good
pumps?
to be back here.
We got Battle Rage, we got the Demeter attack, the cast, and the debuff. We can absolutely take the pumps.
Sure don't see a lot of other nymphs around here, huh? We don't die too easy, most of us. Makes me feel all special.
Yeah, you are the one nymph that managed to die.
I've never met another nymph now that you mention it. Heard of a few. The goddess Artemis sounds like she spends more time with nymphs than the other Olympians.
That's what I heard. Though it's not like we all hang out. I mean, you've got the dryads and the naiads and the nereids and the oceanids. Pretty much every type of terrain up top, there's a kind of nymph who loves it. Maybe we need a name for underworld nymphs too.
Okay, how about we call them the Eurydiads? I think that's a pretty good name.
Careful, it's hot.
The Eurydiads.
Cheers.
Or the Underworldiads? I don't know. Eurydiads sounds a bit cooler because, you know, Eurydice is the one and only one we have met so far, so calling that kind of nymphs after her seems to be a pretty appropriate choice. And boom. Yeah, we are starting to slap these guys silly right now. Like, I feel look at this run, right? It seems to be going pretty well. And I like it. We are looking like we are going to have a blast up until the final boss.
Gotta tell you, cuz, that was a real something of a feast back at your place. A little awkward having to pretend we just met, but hey, I'm an Olympian. Means I can posture with the best of them. Good times, cuz. Glad it all worked out.
Well, so am I. So am I. And you know what? We haven't really talked about that yet, right?
Moving right along.
There's been a lot of argument about how Hades lying to Zagreus, lying about things was a bad thing to do and all that stuff. And I stand by that. I agree that lying is something that you shouldn't do easily like that. At the same time, it is a lie that really solved the overarching problem this particularly problematic family had going on overall. And you could, it's a really interesting case. You could start very deep philosophical questions about, is it right to lie every now and then or not? And if so, yes.
Dearest, you've no idea what a delightful time I had while visiting you recently. So many new sights and sounds and smells, why it was wonderful. And you are burdened with a big responsibility, aren't you? Mind if I lend my graces to you still from time to time?
Sounds good to me, girlie. I wouldn't have it any other way. We take her dash. There's a phrase for that in English too. In German we would say, der Zweck heiligt die Mittel. I just pronounced that word, Mittel. It's very weird because my brain was still hardwired to English there for a moment. I think in English we would say something about means to an end, you know? It's just a means to an end. The end justifies the means, something like that. And I feel like that is a phrase that has a lot of truth to it, but that truth is not an absolute. There is a lot of gray area in there. Not every end justifies every means. Like, for example, I am someone who doesn't like lying. I don't like to lie a lot. I try to avoid at any given opportunities. Every now and then, I do lie. And when I do lie, I like to tell myself that it is for a very good reason. But that's the thing. We all do that. We all try to justify every action we take just so we can have a good time looking into the mirror feeling fine about ourselves, right? So we lie because we don't want to hurt each other. We lie because we want to feel bad about ourselves. We lie because at times we just don't want to put up with other people. Or we lie because we think that the person we are lying to is out there to hurt us, trying to protect ourselves from harm. There's a lot of reasons for lying, and I think there is a lot of good reasons for lying as well.
A centaur heart.
Lying, deception, we usually tend to give them very, very bad labels because we are living in a very, very moral community. But if you just take that entire concept of morality out of the equation,
Should come in useful.
Stubborn roots, I don't really want that, but Arctic Blast could be cute. Actually, no, let's take the Stubborn Roots near. We have the Bloody Frenzy from Ares already. Taking the Stubborn Roots means that we can get maximum value out of the last and most powerful part of it, if push comes to shove. But yeah, look at the animal kingdom. The animals are...
Why must we always fight like this, Learning?
For the most part, not all of animals and not to the same degree, but for the most part, a lot of animals are very, very immoral creatures, you know. They have only one prime concern, and that is living. And in terms to live, they need to eat. And in terms to eat, most of them have to hunt. And in terms to hunt, they have to deceive and kill their prey. Deceiving, killing, those are things that we do consider to be violent evil, but we have to do them to some capacity. And so the animals, and they don't get broken up over it because to them it's a necessity, right? That's what I mean. Does the end to deceiving, to killing, justify the means? In this case, we have stretched the truth a great deal. We have told lies. And we have experienced lives being told for good means. And the end result is actually fairly satisfying. You know, we have healed this family for the moment. Or we have put it on a path that will hopefully lead to healing. Because, you know, Hades, Zagreus, Persephone, they all have a lot of work in front of them. There's a lot of healing that still needs to happen. But this apparently was a pretty good case for where deception ends up being a tool for good. And I feel like that is something we should actually not exercise more often and willingly at any given opportunity, but it is something we should keep in mind as something that can be done if the situation calls for it. Now, when the situation calls for that, that's your own justice call to make. But I think most of the guys, most of the people, and the girls, of course, watching this video, I think we are all fairly decent judges of character. Fairly smart people, very smart people, both in terms of pure academics and emotions. I think we are fairly able to make those calls. And I think that seeing this game coming to a full closure has been a decent experience from which we can all learn from a little bit. Now, let's see over here.
Much nicer climate.
Demeter in the challenge room again. No, I want to see my hammer first. You're probably wondering, alright. You don't really see someone speak that, how should I say it, neutrally to positively about the concept of deception and lying, right? In the end of the day, I would like to consider myself, how do D&D people call it, chaotic neutral. At the end of the day, the one most important directive we are all going by is that we have to keep ourselves safe and operating properly. Let's take the explosion shot on top of it all, why not? And to that means we have to look out for ourselves, and sometimes that means making choices that are not exactly attractive at first. But at the same time, trying to keep ourselves in a place where we are functional, operational, and healthy means that we also have to take care of the people who are important to us, you know? And I'm the kind of guy who is willing to go to great lengths to aid the people who I deem to be important and influential in my life. And let's go over here. Over the course of my life, that's actually one thing I really noticed. I feel like I have been, for many parts of my life, more of the kind of guy who was good when shit absolutely hits a fan. But not so much for the good times. And I feel like this game has actually taught me the lesson of that it's good and necessary to also be there for the good times.
We were on better terms, cousin. I ask only for your cooperation, yet still you turn your back.
Like, you look at Hades, right? He was struggling. Let's just stop there. He was struggling with the entire situation. He took what he thought was a big burden on himself. Hid it away from his entire family. Wife, children, brothers, cousins, and all of that. Because he thought it was for the greater good for all parties involved. And it made him remarkably bitter. And I tend to be the same. I tend to keep things very close to the chest.
Now, don't we? What do you say we carry on and get you from this place?
And I started getting a bit more into the habit of sharing with more of other people on occasion, for better or worse. And I feel like the other side of the medal is also very, very important, you know? You have to...
I can use this.
How do I phrase this properly? You have to get into a place of mind where you are not only able to understand one's actions, but also understand one's inaction. Not everybody is able to share something immediately, and sometimes not sharing puts a bigger burden on you than anything else, even closely, remotely being part of it. Like Zagreus over here. He has the big task on his hand of trying to fight in himself to forgive Hades for all the abuse he has gone through. And that is going to be hard, you know? Forgiving doesn't come easy. And Hades is aware of that. But at the same time, Zagreus is trying, or should be trying, to see the entire matter from his perspective. At the end of the day, Hades had the best of intentions in his mind. And while actions do speak louder than intentions, we cannot just blend out the intentions there.
I don't entirely recall what happened at that feast you threw for all of us down there, but let me tell you, I am under the impression it went smashingly. It was amazing, man. Let's have another one sometime, alright?
I am absolutely up for it. We still have to absolutely smash a certain god of the death after all, right? Thanatos, yeah, he still needs to get some action out of this. Yeah, there was a lot of rambling, and I'm pretty sure I did not make any curious point there, but I hope you get my idea.
The queen is back. Do you know what that means, short one?
Yes, I do.
Well, for me at least, it happens to mean quite a bit. I'm her son.
It doesn't mean a thing. We're still here to fight. Though for what it's worth, my mother also was a queen. May yours treat you better than she treated me. Better than I'm about to treat you here.
Oh, Asterius, you're such a sweetheart. Let's go at it. Let's brutally murder each other again and again for eternity in this underworld as friends and companions. No, 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 no. I am not fighting with rage in my heart. I am doing it with a gleeful smile on my face. And as you can see, damage is looking pretty good so far. Boom. Missed the perfect shot there. Oh, the crits, man. They don't happen often, but when they happen, they hurt.
Enough. I yield.
We also accomplished quite a lot of HP over here, which is very, very nice.
Hello there, Dionysus.
Now, Strong Ring is a bit late for that. After party we don't really need, so we try a reroll. Would love to see his Dionysus. Hey, let's go.
To my health.
I was not quite sure at the beginning, you know, you go with Zagreus to take the Demeter spec. I was not quite sure that this run would come together like this, but I'm very happy that it did.
Idiot.
Now, these guys should not explode in my face like that. It's very rude. Boom. Guys, you gotta tell me, what's the overall consensus on explosive shot these days? I feel like for the longest time I was one of the only people in the world playing this game who actually liked it. I still like it a great deal. It's a lot of fun, deals a lot of damage. But, yeah, there have been a lot of very, very different opinions about that matter. And it has been changed quite a few times since then. And, yeah, Zagreus establishes itself to still be pretty good. And there you go. Down the drain. There's still one more left. Somewhere. There you are. A bow hero.
The power of the gods.
Oh yeah, making our raw effect so much stronger. Let's go. And in here we take the life essence for sure. We could buy the darkness, but I don't think we really need to. Let's go for the money over here. I did so much rambling about so many topics at the same time. It is clear to see that I did not have a firm grasp on the points I tried to convey here. As you can see, I'm still emotional, very wild thanks to this game. But yeah, I hope you caught on what I was trying to say. I think the main thing I wanted to convey is point A, take care of yourself. Take care of the ones you care about. And don't feel bad that if you... don't feel bad that... My god. Don't feel bad if you have to do unpopular things every now and then to enforce that. And also don't feel bad about sharing. I think those were the big points I was trying to make there. Oh no! Achilles. Oh no, there's a bow here, there's a bow here up in there. There's... Oh no. We got problems over here. We got a lot of problems over here. There's the bow hero. He got me. He starts shooting once, he never stops shooting, and there's no outrunning him on this high speed setting. Ah, bow heroes. Bow heroes, spear heroes, and a mini boss. These challenge rooms, man, I swear. It's fine though, we did not lose out on a lot of things in here. Let's go for Hermes. It was a challenge room right in front of the final shop, so yeah, we did not lose anything.
In the name of Hades.
Except for a little bit of time, but that's okay. Second wind could be decent. Dodging in general, I feel like is actually a very good stat to have against that extreme measures fight. You know, that 30% dodge chance that we can keep up semi-permanently. In essence, it's gonna be a total of 30% less damage taken, more or less.
Asterius. Theseus.
Have you yet heard, monster? The Queen Persephone is back to rule the underworld in all her terrifying grace. Perhaps one of these days or nights she shall be present in the stands to witness your destruction at our hands.
Oh ho ho ho, little did he know.
Yeah, about that, she's my mother. So maybe watch your fool mouth with me or else I might just put in a bad word.
Okay, calling it now. He is not believing and calling me a liar.
Oh, you disgust me, demon, that you would even dare to say such things about the Queen. Prepare now to be vanquished in her name.
I told you. Ah, Theseus, you goof. He's gonna spin around again. Get me out of here. Thank you. Yeah, Theseus and I. We have known each other for quite a while now. I know exactly how he thinks, how he operates. It was inevitable in retrospect, wasn't it? We put quite a bit of damage on Theseus and Asterius there in a pretty short amount of time. He's spinning again. Just barely made it out of that there too. Oh no. Spinning again. Here's my cast. Yeah. Some Achilles over here. Because you's a douche. And he is out, and he is out as well. Let's go.
How many times?
Only you and me, you puny king.
Olympus, I invoke your aid.
I gotta say, I kinda wish I could fight the regular version of this fight a bit more regularly. Because we haven't seen them do their new team-up moves all that often. Because Theseus is spending most of the time as chariot, they are not having a lot of opportunities to use their combo moves.
Hope you enjoyed the show, my good shade.
Actually, I don't even know if they still got the combo moves once Theseus comes out of his chariot. I haven't seen it yet. I have the lime, it's gonna be good. And for our final keepsake, I think we are keeping up the old spike collar business here for as long as we can. We have a lot of HP going on right now. Maybe we can even make that 500 or so.
To the surface.
Like, here's a big thing. Since we have unlocked the extreme measures, you notice that my mindset about this game has changed a lot. It's not exclusively about becoming as powerful as possible anymore. I am more or less trying to hard-tailor my runs in a way that allows me to get past the Hades fight. Everything I do and represent is in preparation for that final fight. Which is an interesting change of pace for me, that's for sure. On that note, I'm not going to buy the anvil because I feel very, very content about both of the hammer upgrades we have.
Come on up.
There's a stone wall, that's another 150 gems, very nice. Sadly no HP for sale in here. Take this Aphrodite boon. Oh, parting shot, great. We do use our casts somewhat regularly, so that's nice. And there's more HP, which we may or may not get. Dionysus Aphrodite. Let's go with Dionysus first.
Maybe this way.
Not sure if I'm going to buy the boon from Ares from the shop either. I don't think he has anything we particularly can need right now. And the palm could end up being powerful on the right boons. Boom. And yeah, our cast is hitting hard right now. Did not expect that we would end up getting quite so many things in here that would make our cast this particularly noteworthy. But God knows I do appreciate it. I do appreciate it a great deal. And here is me hoping that once we are done with Hades, one way or another, we will be able to finish a Persephone story. Hey there. Yeah, that blasted ball of fun and kicks. It's gonna get smooshed. Absolutely smooshed.
In the name of Hades.
We still have rerolls. We really should use them. Even though I think Positive Outlook is actually gonna be nice. That should be very, very helpful in terms of just keeping ourselves alive a bit more. As you can see, man, I'm taking that extreme measures fight very seriously. I'm not kidding around about that one. Not one bit. We'll also keep around... Whoa! At least one of the charges on Achilles and Patroclus for that very, very fight. Yes, I do. Because Hades has given us permission to use them against him, and I will utilize them well once the opportunity arises. Also, let's not get hit by these traps. Whoop. There.
Can't do that.
You know what's scary? On some of the fights against the extreme measured up Hades that we had already, we have seen them hit for triple digits already. Like, there was one time, for example, where he was hitting us... Let's see if we can take this one with us into the boss fight. There was one opportunity, for example, where he was hitting us for a spear throw for 101 damage that I vividly remember. And now try to imagine that, while the penalty for extra damage taken is active as well. That is going to be a very, very rough fight for the people that are really, really going hard on those high-heated run attempts still. But to all the people who are willing and able to put up with that and are willing and able to succeed, and I think I will have to throw my crown into that arms race once again at some point. All power to you. And Godspeed. I hope that you will succeed. A great deal. Empty inside from her would be great. Broken Resolve also nice, but I want the empty inside so that I don't need to dash through Hades all the time. Sweet Surrender is probably the second best thing, so we take that one. Really wanted empty inside, and you just saw the weakening effect last longer.
Got to find something for Cerberus.
But I guess that was not in the cards. I really don't think Ares has anything we truly desire at this point. We already have gotten all 4 boons, all 4 passive boons that he has that are useful. Now he could only give us a special or exchanges, actually. As you know, he could also give us the... What's it called? Impending Doom. He could give us that still. I don't know if that is enough for me to grab that though. No, I think we rather go with the palms. And I'm gonna take them now.
Should come in useful.
A much stronger Seed Surrender. I think we take that. And this one we put straight into our Urge to Kill. 100 coins for 1% extra damage. I think it's an okay deal. Now, these gentle jokers over here. Gonna show him a good time. And I hope that we find the sack after this room, because then we could take the extra damage we got going on into the fight with us. And I would be highly interested in doing so. He tried to hit me. He got to hit me. Not a fan of that, but so be it.
No use.
Alright, if we find it after this room, we can take those well effects with us. And I want that. I need that. I desire it. Let's go!
A special treat for Cerberus.
Extra damage from behind and extra attack damage we can take with us into the boss fight. Let's go! 457 HP. We leave that anvil behind because I don't trust it.
Fang-bearing Cerberus directs all three of his attentions toward the satyr sack.
I hope you enjoy it. Trust me, there will be many more snacks in the future for you, Cerberus. Let's see what Hades has to say. He probably has something to say about the whole festivity, right? There he is.
This is it.
If you are here, then the Olympians must still be lending you their aid. Just as before. I scarce believe the Queen's preposterous idea worked. That all it took to settle an old score was a blasted family feast.
Well, sometimes you just need to bring in the right tools for the job.
Come on, Father. Even you must have enjoyed that feast to some extent. We ought to do it more often. Good thing you trusted Mother's judgment on that one. So then, to the death once more?
Indeed. To the death as always, boy. Zagreus, ready yourself.
I am ready, Hades. Come on, let us fight to our heart's content.
You brought this on yourself.
Oh, yes. Yes, I did. And trust me, I am very ready. More or less ready. There's one for 50 damage, not a fan. And he goes dark on me again. Good, got the cast stones out. And there is another cast stone in you. How does it feel having a cast stone stuck on yourself? Yes, that was fine. Playing a new tune there, huh? He's spinning around, spinning again. Yeah, we're doing fine. We're doing fine in here. Ooh! Tried to blindside me there. Tried very, very hard to blindside me there, and I do not take kindly to that kind of treatment. Almost got the head out. The talking head is two. And the Gorgon head as well. Because why not? Oh, good deflect with the cast there. I feel like I don't stress enough how powerful it is to have a ranged deflecting tool. That deals also decent damage and has AoE damage on it as well. Whoop. That could have crushed down on me. There, we did it again. And we are done with the first part. I don't know when I want to summon Achilles and Patroclus in here. One swing. Oh no, he went for the spear throw. I see. And I got a bad feeling for when he's going to spin twice. I don't think he's going to spin twice after he did a sword combo. Nope. Oh, he was hitting me there. I thought I was behind the cover. Good stuff, Hades. Played me hard. Spear throw, and nothing. You're fine. Remember, guys, if we end up losing the Defiance, we will deal more damage. 50% more damage. Salt with that to you. Let's summon him here. I am very sure. No. He did a good job helping me out. Return to your post shade is what you said there, huh? There goes one life, but that's fine. We got a few more where that one came from. And he's summoning Cerberus in here. That damage, man! That damage, man. There's probably one proper way to dodge that entirely. But I still haven't quite figured it out yet. He's using his laser tactics again. We're fine here. And we got into the final part of the fight. Come on, Hades. Oh, yes. Lasers again. Oh, spear throw. Good one. Almost down to my last Defiance. I see you. Don't think you can run from me. There we go. The last one. Another 50% extra damage. My power levels keep increasing. There's a wave. There's a cast stone. There's a deflect. There's a trap. You. Hold still. He is holding very still. He is not holding still, he's healing himself again. But that's fine, because I have enough damage to match his healing. Good deflect there. And the spear throw, saw it coming. Got hit by both of those swinging attacks. Okay, we're fine here. We're safe. All is good, all is forgiven. I saw that spear throw coming, and you know what? I was not quite sure about it. But apparently his dash after the spear throw does not deal damage to me. At least it looked like it didn't. And we got him.
It seems I was no match for you this time.
So it would seem.
You win, boy.
This time, and hopefully next time as well.
In the name of Hades.
Favored and envied. Current win streak of 1. Because remember, we lost that one run where we just tried to get all the gods together.
The favor doing Zagreus then walks into a chamber black as night, but with a blood-red pool. And from it comes a voice which says, "Would you mind diving in these waters, Prince?" To which the prince replies, "Oh, sure."
Yeah, you would expect that by now he would know that that is a dirty, dirty trick. But no, our prince is too trusting. Ah well, that way we get to do this all over again. Oh, he's laughing when he comes out the pool. That's nice.
I heard the feast you had here. It was really something else. All the gods together in one place, eating, drinking, not killing one another. That must have been a sight.
So it was.
You should have been there, Hypnos. Not that I noticed your absence, though what happened? Other pressing business?
He was sleeping.
Slept through the whole thing.
I knew it! What else would he be doing? Alright, neither Achilles nor Thanatos is here. And we are needing exorbitant amounts of darkness in order to get this, right? Actually, 3000 is pretty tame. I thought it would be much more than that, I gotta say. Alright, let's talk to... They're all gone. Persephone's not here, Hades not here. That means they are really talking somewhere.
So, I am quite confused, I must admit, my friend. The Queen Persephone, she is your mother, then? How is it that she came to reside here?
Well, it all started when my father saw her on Olympus, and they fell madly in love. He swept her off her feet and brought her here. The Olympians, they got pretty worried when they saw she was gone. But now it's okay. Everything's out in the open.
But surely the Queen's mother on Olympus, the great goddess Demeter, surely she would quite like it if she saw her daughter still from time to time.
She probably would.
Oh, that. Thing is, Mother ate some pomegranate seeds when she was here. And we have rules about that stuff, you know. It means she cannot leave this place for very long at all. I'm sure Demeter will understand. And unfreeze everything when her daughter's around.
Hopefully.
Ah, yes, pomegranate seeds, of course, of course. Though, there is one more subject I don't understand, which is how you fit into all of this. Were you not trying to escape from here?
Orpheus asking the real questions here that everyone had in the back of their mind all along.
Forget about me, Orpheus. This isn't about me, it's about Mother. What's important is she's here where she belongs.
I see. I understand. Well, thank you then for clearing all that up. It is a splendid tale, I must say, and every part of it makes sense to me at last.
That's good.
Same goes for
all
me,
I needed to hear.
Same goes for me.
So the Olympians are backing you officially now?
Mm-hmm.
Doing their part to help the family business finally. Lord Hades probably never thought he'd see the day. Night? You know what I mean.
I don't know why, but the way she just said night was the cutest she has ever been to me.
Seems only fair they should help in some capacity. They all work together on the surface, and let's face it, they're responsible for a good number of shades pouring into this realm. Least they can do is help shore up the whole there is no escape reputation we've got.
Exactly.
By making you unfairly stronger by the time you try to get through me.
Do you really think that I'm unfairly strong every time I get to you?
Exactly.
I think my power levels are very, very fair every time we see each other, girly. Chthonic keys for some darkness, sure.
Good deal. Here's the fee.
We actually have to trade them in every now and then.
Should check the garden.
Yes. There they are.
Well, be that as it may. If they pester you at all, do let me know and I shall have them dealt with quickly.
Oh, Hades. I think the shades around here have been through enough as it is. I don't mind them. After all the time I spent on my own, having some company has been a welcome change.
Glad you see it that way, girlie.
You are certain all your needs have been provided for? Because if there's anything that you require...
Require? Look at this place, Hades. Look at me. I have everything. And so do you. Try not to worry quite so much. And be patient with your son. That's all I ask.
I think he can pull that off. Here's the weird thing about Hades. You see him standing there. He looks like he's standing very, very straight, but at the same time I got a feeling that he's slouching a little bit. Also, I feel like I need to address this. You see both of them standing together there. This is coming out of nowhere, but I feel like I have to ask this. He is very, very, very big. He is about twice as big as I am. And Persephone in comparison, she is half his size. How would that work?
Persephone, I cannot promise you such things. They're not my strengths. Besides, I have a reputation to uphold. God of the dead. If the wretches do not fear me, or you for that matter, what then?
I mean, we can start with respect, maybe.
I'm not going to tell you how to balance your work, your marriage, and your parental responsibilities. I don't think anybody on Olympus or below knows quite how best to manage that. So long as we do our best.
Our best. That I can promise you.
Ah, they're so cute together.
For our gift from the Olympians.
Oh, look at that! I just realized that! I was so focused on them just talking over here that I just absently might have walked over here. I didn't even notice that. Look at this. It's a figurine of Olympus, and it's shining bright like gold.
A little slice of Olympus.
Well, you know, if you can't make it all the way to Olympus, Olympus brings a little piece of it down to you, I guess. But yeah, let's actually go back into these chambers one more time. Double check if there's anyone else wanting to talk about something. In here, no. Over here.
Everyone, look who it is.
It is I, Zagreus, also known as DeGrand, YouTuber and roguelike player extraordinaire. I do play more than just roguelikes, but let us put it to the side.
What is it?
I just wanted to see if any one of you would be willing to take me one of those heavy nectar or ambrosia balls off my hands.
I'm back.
Apparently not so.
Right on schedule.
Right on schedule for the end of this episode. Guys, thanks for watching. Has been a hoot one more time. And yeah, we are still looking out for ways to finally forge that motherly and grandmotherly bond over here. I think we're getting close. I'm gonna start the next one with the Demeter Keepsake again, so look forward to that. But until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Have the greatest of days. Please stay as awesome as you are, right in this very moment.